UC Podcast, tapping in with Tucci again. Look like we got another special guest with a returning guest. I'm gonna hand it over to JP.
Oh baby, you so juicy, juicy. Yeah, yeah. Do you mind if I slide? You like the way I work you out. I don't mind if you tease me now. My lady, you deserve a crown now. I like it when you take it to the ground. Do your dance, mommy. Yes. Honey, I like the way you work for me. The way you move your ass got me going down. You got it, girl, you got it.
Everybody make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the merch, bbcmerch.com. Let's introduce our guest. Start off with the new one. So let me get your age, name, and city, location where you reside at, and your dating status.
My what?
Dating status.
Okay. My name is Frank Viscara. Live right here in Riverside. I'm 45 years old. Recently got into a relationship.
Okay.
Dating.
How new?
About 3 months.
3 months? That's cool. Okay. Cool.
How you liking it?
It's interesting, you know.
How long were you single before you got into that relationship?
I was single for about, 6 months?
Shit, Frank, 6 months. That was fast. Frank had
Well,
me on a roller coaster.
No, well, so I got a divorce and then went through the whole just going out, just
Getting the party out your system?
Fuckery face.
Yeah,
That's just,
and I would go and tell Liz.
oh my God, yes. Like, I would see him once a week, and I had to like be prepared. Like, he'll be like, Liz, have fuckery. But it was like my every Thursday excitement. It was like I looked forward to it, but I had to be prepared for Frank. But I love Frank. He's my friend. We're going through this together, though.
Okay.
Shit, because, I'm 46, still single, and a lot of fuckery happened. I've been bamboozled by a 70-year-old.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Man.
Told you, man.
Hold on, before I get into my questions, brief us up on that. I'm right real quick. This is recently, since you've been on the show?
So I went to an event, and there was a gentleman. He was very, very nice, very well dressed. I didn't look for him. He was like, oh, hi, I've been watching you. He's like, can I get your number? And I don't give my number. So he like woo-wooed me. So I was like, and then he told me like his age, and I was like thinking, okay, well, I've already done like the young ones. I was like, it's got to at least be, somewhat respectful, like, let's see. So when he said 70, I was like, Jesus. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. So I gave him my number. He's like, I would love to take you out like the next day. And I was like, sure. And I was actually excited. So excited. I was telling the girls, and, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, I have something to do. Like, I had to extend work, and he's in LA. Got it, understood, we're far. And then it was like, oh, can you come down in LA? I said, say what the?
Old man didn't want to drive. Shit.
Yeah, I was like, well, when I go to LA, if I'm there, like, I'll like call you or whatever. And I have work. I have my own business. I'm not just sitting at home waiting for a sugar daddy. I'm old. I'm like a sugar mama myself, So I couldn't play that role. But he was like calling and texting, and, I guess wanted me to like answer to him. And then what did it was he called and I answered, and he was like, Miss Elizabeth, are you ignoring my text? I said, sir, who do you think I am? I go, I am not sitting here waiting for you to call me. I go and jump on that. I was like, so if you're expecting that, I am the wrong one. I was like, this is not what I'm looking for, and I never heard from him. He bamboozled my ass.
Oh,
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even know which way it can go now.
So before we get into the new single life and everything like that, can you share with the subscribers what it is about like retracting yourself and like healing, like getting on the right track after you have your fun and stuff like that? Like he has a new partner, you don't have a new partner yet. But just say, are you guys aware of like when it comes to forgiving your past and not punishing the new person?
Oh,
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think it's something that you have to keep in mind that this person, because it's tough. I'll tell you, especially if you were in a relationship where there was distrust, where there was infidelity and stuff like that. Like you're constantly like, I can't let them get me again.
Oh, yeah.
Guards up.
Yeah, so you really got your guard up. So it's a balancing act for sure.
Real quick, like if you want to share it, but like, can you describe like your breakup, like what it was, like what caused it?
Well, it was she wasn't no angel and I wasn't no angel.
Okay.
I think it was more of I think the most important thing I think is respect. I
Okay.
think once that respect breaks down, it just keeps going downhill and downhill and downhill, and it's
For you, was it the actions, or was it more like the way you guys are speaking to each other?
It was more, we were able to get past the actions, able to get past that. It was more the respect that was lost, and the just going back and forth, and one person says one thing insulting, so now you got to come back and say a little bit more, and then it just being a constant of that is just like, you're like, damn, I got no fucking peace.
Do you think that sorry?
No.
Do you think that go ahead. You fucked me up.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking because I think a lot of it too is once you, the whole checked out. I think once one is checked out, it's not going to happen until you separate, whether you get back together or not.
So you think you have to separate though? You think you can fix it while you guys are together?
No, I think when one person is checked out, I feel like it's best just to separate, because then you're going to be chasing something and they don't have time to process and see if that's what they want. You know what I mean? Because I went back to my ex-husband. We thought we wanted each other again after the space. But it just, for us, didn't work. But we needed that to see if that's what it was.
Work.
If it was. Because when you're already at each other's throats, that's 20 years. I mean, he's pretty much like a long relationship as well. I think it's just all of that build up, and it's already too much. So you have to just take yourself, decompress, and like maybe 3 months and see if it worked. But for me, it just didn't. I went right back to like eggshells. I was worried, constantly thinking like, is he going to do something again? It was never, I couldn't get past that. It was just, it was done. It was done for me.
Okay.
I remember. Hold on,
man. Finally, go ahead.
Once the respect is gone, do you think you could ever be like brought back?
You know what? That's a tough one, man, because I think it all depends if the person that disrespected you actually recognizes it and makes an attempt. Because to me, like what made me kind of decide like, nah, I gotta go, was that the lip service was there, but it wasn't backed up by actions. I didn't see, like my ex, I had a drinking problem, and I've been 22 months sober now.
That's cool.
So like I knew that my drinking, and I partied,
You take accountability for what you.
Yeah, I knew that's how I fucked up the marriage. You know what I mean? By me being always in that state, and I did the AA, I did all that to try to get better, to fix the things, and the other person didn't recognize, because in a relationship it goes sideways. It's two people.
Yeah.
It's never just one person. So I think if the attempt was made by the other person to be like, you know what, you feel I got an anger problem or something, I'm gonna go try to get some anger management. Because my addiction, I always say, was alcohol, but there's people that are addicted to anger.
For sure. They need that toxicity,
to get that and those
Endorphin.
It's sad, it's sad that like that type of situation, that environment is actually normal for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's how they feel loved.
Yeah, so if they don't have it, they actually have to create it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Then in your relationship though, like when you said the disrespect, stuff like that, like, did you feel she was testing like your manhood, like your masculinity? She ever try to?
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure, 100%. 100%. I think once like you start going through, what I started doing is I started going through my own healing path. Through stop drinking. I started going to therapy. I started just devoting myself to the gym. Like that's how I met Liz, because we were in there at 5:30 in the morning, you know, getting it in every day, every day, every day, every day. And as I started just dedicating myself to being a better person, just
Building yourself
building
up.
myself up, you know, I think that was the thing. But
Would you recommend for men that that's like a needed path? Like once you,
I would say, you know, shoot, man, anything that just gives you time to be with your thoughts, gives you time to take your frustrations out. I mean, if you want to take up mountain biking or kayaking or some shit
And
like
whatever
that, you know?
gets you to like a happy place. That's what I tell people like on my social media. It's like I don't tell people, oh, you need to go to church to be happy or you need to go to the gym. It's whatever gets you to be as happy as that. Go there. You might have to lose people along the way.
that's what people are worried about.
And it's exactly what it is because where I'm at right now, and I say like it's so easy, but it's so hard because you have the outside noise. You have like everyone ripping you apart that don't even know you, you know, like on social media or, you know, the people that started this journey with you. They're not for you. Like now they're not with you. You know, now they're against you. Now they're, you know, like, damn, like how is she there so happy? But I just keep moving. You know, it's the outside. So I do, yeah.
Do you guys feel like the process of forgiving, can you still be searching and having fun, like having your single time while healing? Or do you feel you have to heal before you have fun?
I'm in my fuckery round 2.
Well, I'll be honest. I tried it. I tried that. I was at the strip clubs, at the everything.
But I mean, he's still baby steps. I'm already like 4 years in, so it's round 2 for me.
I tried it, but if I would have done it different, I think I would, definitely not been like do that, get it out your system, then move on. Don't try to do both at the same time because it didn't work for me.
Okay. I don't know, both of you guys, would you say, obviously you guys came out of marriages, but are you guys relationship people or are you guys more better having space in between, like your relationship?
You know,
Like just
it's funny
dating,
that you say that because I've been thinking about that because it's like I want a relationship, but then I think like, I don't know if I want a relationship.
Why?
Because
What is it that makes you?
I think it's more of I know things will have to change somehow, like on both ends, like, you know, or I don't want somebody to be like, oh, well, why are you at the gym for like 2 hours, 3 hours?
Why not just find somebody that adapts to what?
Well, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, but I can't say that that's what's going to happen. And then now that I'm doing this bodybuilding journey, I really don't have time to even think about that part right now. But I mean, who knows? That's when stuff happens. You don't ever know. But I think it's just either going to have to be someone that's used to like how I am, because I'm a lot for people. Ask Frank. Like,
Well,
I'm a lot.
For me, it was you know, I came out of a relationship where then my new relationship I was trying to be controlling and all that, you know, and I still, you know, I recommend, you know, therapy to everybody, man. I think going and being able to talk to someone and knowing they're not going to judge you, knowing they're not going to like it's freeing, man. You know,
for sure.
especially you're paying them, you know.
Yeah.
But it was her helping me recognize that, you know, a relationship is supposed to be about two individuals coming together and bringing each their individuality and that being. But when your relationship becomes your like who you are, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool, because I was having a problem with my girl wanting to, you know, go have drinks with her friends or go with her. And
Is there a big age gap, or are you guys?
we do have a big age. Well, kind of a big age. She's 31. I'm 45.
That's fine.
I feel like that's the standard now.
Yeah, outside.
I
I'm
was
saying
gonna
so much
say,
big.
I get the.
I think it's
30
I think most women want an older man anyway, so I think that's like a projector. Like cool.
Apparently, the 70-year-old was.
No, and in your guys' own version, I know a lot of like the older people, like I would say we're all 40 here at the table, but like people that are like, say they started a relationship when they're 25, it's going, it's dragging, they're like 35, 36, and they're just like, man, or even 40, and like, man, like, why am I still here? They don't know why they're still here, man. They looking at it like, I'm too old to start over, and nobody's gonna want me because I'm older. I have to do all this shit and just restart myself all over again. I'm not in my 20s. Like, how did you guys like just say, I'm gonna just do this, like regardless of my age, I'm gonna just start over? Like, how would you recommend for somebody that's in a relationship right now, in their 40s, they're scared to leave just because they're scared to start over life. They feel they're too old.
I can take this one because I've been in it for 4 years, and I now know this answer. I couldn't answer it in the beginning, but it is all about the fear of the unknown, as we talked about before. Yeah. So if I can encourage them to be like, it is scary, but if you jump, you would have so much fun. I mean, I literally had done stuff that I know I wouldn't have done if I was still married. And my mindset went right back to 19 when I got married. Like, it seems like my divorce was final, and I literally went back to 19, and then I literally relived my 20s just 20 years older. You know what I mean? Like, I have that much. So that's where because if you think about it, I live with my mom right now. You know what I mean? I have like a high school job. Like, I'm in the cannabis. I work, you know, like get Liddy McTitty, you know, like. So, and you know, it's like, I'm like, oh, but I'm so much more wiser to get me to like my own business. I think that's what I was meant to do that I wasn't going to do. So it is scary, but it's like, go through the process. You're going to learn so much. I told Frank, I go, you're going to learn so much, huh? I go, when you go through this, I go, it is going to hurt you, but you are going to learn so much for what is like for the long term of what you're supposed to do. And it is scary, but it's so much fun. And once you get past that, and I'm not saying don't go through it. It's just, it will be so much fun.
Do you feel like your age does affect you, like finding a new person and starting over?
No, right now I'm having problems with the 20-year-olds and the 30-year-olds that are in my DMs. Like, I had a 27, didn't I? I messaged them and I was like, oh, there's a 27-year-old.
Wouldn't you think that those guys just want to have fun though?
They do, but I have a 27-year-old son. So I was like, sir. But then I gave him the Instagram, don't the ass. And I had to tell the group chat because, you know, we're a bunch of buff divas. And so I was like, this time I have fuckery. and it didn't stop then. They had me rolling all day. But they make my day, my friends. We have to shout out to Brittany. Yes. Miss Brittany. We have Renee.
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. Oh, yeah. But yes, because I changed gyms, right? And I'm in like a man's gym. Like, Frank couldn't go there because he's, you know. But I'm in like gym prison.
Because I color coordinate. That's why.
He would be their bitch. He would be their bitch. He would come in and they would be like, come in, bring your purple shorts. We are going to show you the yard. But I'm literally in gym prison with like steel plates right now, right? And so we were talking about how we went from used to joking saying that we were the Kardashian season 1 to now we are Friday, and I'm Debo and he's
Smokey.
and Brittany is Miss Parker. We haven't figured out who Renee and Jackie is, but when we say hey,
a couple other people. But
we had other names for other people, but we can't say that.
Somebody's Ezel running around that gym.
What was the name though? What was the other one? We're gonna just say it. No, I don't care.
I forgot
it was who's the one the hoochie mama that's on the couch with the is it the uncle?
Oh no, it's the crackhead girl. Felicia.
Felicia. Yeah, we have a name. We have somebody for that one.
She just wanted to borrow a microwave.
So what was your version be for the guys that are just like too old to start over? They might even think too, this is like, she's probably like the best girl that I can get. Like, I can't do no better.
I'll tell you one thing, man. It's crazy, man. Because like when I left, I dated like another like 4 or 5 girls, and they were all 30 and under. And I wasn't looking at like I wasn't like
you were just attracted to yourself.
I was attracting that,
okay.
And I was tripping out on it because I thought, I thought that way 100%.
Okay.
Like, damn, I'm 45. Damn, well, I don't want some old wrinkly 40.
And tell me too, like when the women actually approached you and like you told them your age, like.
No,
like,
a lot of them were like it was a trip because they're like they said that their words not mine. She's like that that everything is filled with a bunch of fuckboys. They said, okay. And that that they don't know how to talk like a man does. So they like older guys because they know.
So those women in their 30s that they actually prefer.
Oh yeah, the ones that I was talking to, and they were all like and most of them, no kids, have a career, stuff like that, and they'd rather be with older men, because, that's what I got anyways. But no, man, you're 40, 45, just get to the gym, get looking good, you don't want to be 45 all flabby and you're going to try to pull a 20-something out.
Look at you like, what?
Yeah, it might be, if you got a bunch of money, maybe.
You
I
take me to
think
get
I
something to
think
eat.
me and Frank aren't the norm, because I feel like we don't look our age, so that's why it's hard to answer that, because like I don't get anyone that's like my age that will like talk to me. You know what I mean? It's like always the younger ones.
The youngest.
So question, Frank, have you ever lied about your age to these?
No.
Okay.
No. You know what? Because I don't look my age, and when I tell them that, it's like they're like, "Damn, I could have sworn you were like 38." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Well, so I'm not ashamed of it, because
For sure.
That same shit. That's why when I said, I was like, how old do you think I am?
How old do you-
30. And you're like, I'll take that shit. Cool.
Yeah. It's just I think that's just our era. We all age backwards, I think. It seems like
Hopefully it stays that way for a while.
Nah, really cool. I think we spoke about, and like we see people in their 20s and they say, I'm like, how old are you? Like 26. I'm like,
look
we have
like
girls on the show that would been like,
How old?
I've been like, damn,
They're like 19, 20, 21.
yeah.
And they look like they're 30,
and they look like they're
34.
30s, and I'm
like,
like,
what the
oh, shit.
fuck?
Yeah.
Damn, like you really out there living.
Yeah.
And then you have
I
the
did some
ones
shit and I don't look that old. Goddamn. Like,
and then the ones that catfish. I'm like, these catfishes now are like
oh, that shit's
changed
crazy.
the entire face.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Man.
gone.
But
Trust me, I think we've been catfish on the show. Like he'll go out to the parking lot, and he'll get him like, hey, let me see the picture of the girl, Kim. And I'd be like,
dead ass.
and he'd be like, oh, I guess so. I think she's here. And I was like,
You're like, oh hell.
I'll come back in like they said they were here, but I don't see the people.
They're wearing like a two-piece. You're like, no, I don't see them.
It is crazy.
I
You got
know, but-
people out there wanting to be other things. And it's just
Well,
it's
you
a
know-
crazy world.
I know. I've seen a lot.
that's perfect segue for this. So for you, I need you to define, in your personal opinion, what is a strong woman, and then you give me your opinion. What is a strong man?
What is a strong woman? A strong woman is, I would say, is a confident woman that doesn't need reassurance of what she is and who she is. That she carries herself with the swagger of. It's tough because I don't know. There's some like really cocky, like
I think, like, tell me if you agree with this, that like a woman nowadays think that when she thinks she's strong, she thinks she has to be masculine.
Yeah.
And she thinks she has to run the show. She has to call her shit. Like, actually, I even think that a lot of women feel that just because they make their own money that they're strong, being that like 9 times out of 10 you're an adult, so if you're by yourself, you have to make money to live anyway.
right.
So I think the society nowadays has that twisted on what it is a strong woman. So I just want to get your opinion on.
Well, you know what? It's funny because I definitely have gone through that with my girl. She was 31, was not used to, and I'm old school, so like I open doors, flowers. I don't let her pay nothing. So she was always trying to like pay for things, and I had to tell her, look, when you're with me, I pay. That's me. You go out with other, when we're first dating, you go with other guys, they want to split the bill, they want that's
Okay.
you, but with me, I think a woman letting herself be feminine where she's not feeling like you're trying to be over her, but she's reveling in the fact that she is a woman, you're giving her special treatment, and it's not in a way to put her down, but you're lifting her up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think a lot of women do get that, where it's like you're trying to be like, I'm the man, I do, you know what I mean? Versus, no, I'm doing this because to me you're like a flower. I want to make sure
Delicate,
that you're
yeah.
delicate.
Take care of you,
I wanna
last as long
take
as you
care
can.
of you.
Yeah.
I would need, like, for me, it would be someone that's very, very secure. I tend to be masculine, as you say, like, so I try to not, but it's more or less, I think it's just my guard, because it's like, you date someone, you're like, how long are they going to be there? You're still going to have to end up doing the shit yourself, you know? So I have to learn, like, it would be okay to let someone take the control because I am, but I also need them to be very secure with themselves because I do have, you know, like, I'm out there, like, especially now more. And it's like, if I'm with somebody, I'm with somebody. All the other outside is going to happen. It's how you're going to handle it. Like, there's always going to be a line that you just don't cross, and you know what I mean, and just be open and be like, oh yeah, this motherfucker trying to, you know, things like that. You just have to be very open, but it is so hard for them because I have been told that I made someone feel like demasculine just because of my energy. So I'm trying
I
to.
can see that. 100%. For sure. Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Fuck Frank, though, you just came sideways at me. But I mean, it's hard because like I don't want anyone coming into like trying to just like I have a business. Oh well, like I'm gonna take over now. No, like that's not. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
you know, so you come at the same level. You know, like we go up together. But if you start to go down, I can't like stay down there. Like I got it. Yeah, I can't. And I've tried, and you know, I didn't have someone like Mr. Frank that was like paying, you know, for me. I was the tonta.
Do you feel like because you're dealing with a lot of the younger dudes, a lot of dudes do they rather do 50-50 or they just ask you to pay?
Well, I think at first it was like they did, and then you tend to do like the 50-50, and then it turned into then I did, and then I don't ask like how the fuck did that happen? Like, I get mad at myself. You know what I mean?
Like, why am I pulling my card out?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
But honestly, it's because you deal with the younger men, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's dealing with younger women.
But they're supposed to be beautiful. They're supposed to be taken care
Frank,
of. That's the
hook me up.
Sure.
Jesus, just don't have them bamboozle my ass. But yeah, so that's what a strong person would be. They would literally like kind of match the energy. I mean, that's what, and you know, just don't take my like hard. Like I'll try to be something. I'm gonna need to take.
You can't get feminine. You can't be.
I gotta take some tips from Frank and like humble, like get down, like because I'm very. I think I can take Frank down right now. Like
You just feel like you gotta be tough all the time. That's what it is.
I feel like, and I need to not like. I feel like when they say like, because we're both Scorpios, and I know like some people are about signs and some are, but we're both are, and I was like, you know, they say that you date another Scorpio and it would be a good, but I was like, I couldn't date. Like Frank, he's a girl, diva. Like I would have to be the one to open the door. I would have to be the one to put the weights. I put the weights on.
Okay,
this one lays on the machine, and I'm over there.
No, because you were my trainer. I don't want to overload myself.
Meanwhile, I just had a 3-hour workout on my own, and now I have to do a full body. You know, like So yeah.
Real quick, between you guys, since this is the perfect dynamic right here, would you or do you allow your woman to have a male close friend like how you guys are? You okay with that?
I don't know. I don't know because I don't know because
that's where his knowledge kicks in.
You know, I don't know. It's because I don't. It depends because it's a tough one. Because I you know, me myself and she's seen it. Like I you know, I live by a certain code. Like I would never try to start anything with a married woman. At all. That's you know, and I've had the opportunity plenty of times. And no, that's a no go for me for sure, 100%. But what was the question again?
So like, are you okay with having? Let's put it this way: like, you just met her, and like, say how you guys are already friends. She already had a male breath. She already had a
you know
guy
what?
friend.
I don't. The thing is because that's how I guess you know I was raised by two women. You know, I was my mom. My mom was a single mother, and then I was raised by my older sister.
Okay.
So I've always have been comfortable with females and being friends, actually friends with that. And you know, the girls definitely know that, you know, I've never played the friend card. Like she knows there's good looking girls at the gym are my friends and her friends, and I've never tried to like take advantage of you're my friend. So.
I feel like because I like really would not ever want to lose Frank as a friend. Like if somebody was to be like, oh, you guys. No, I would.
Oh, they
I,
did ask us if we were dating.
Yeah, we did get asked out of nowhere. It was just because it was like, oh my God, I
People
immediately.
probably to see the chemistry,
Yeah.
so it's just.
But it's
natural.
crazy because we're both like, since we're the same, you know, like we are both in sales. You know, we just have those personalities in us. So like we can take over the gym like we did. But it was funny when I got asked, and immediately I was like, Frank, like, oh shit, like people. I was like, but what? You know, like it's Frank.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think most guys don't have that filter, so I don't know if I would trust it. And I know it's not fair. Like when you say, "Well, I can trust myself."
Yeah.
I agree.
But there's Liz. She's my friend. And she's my witness.
I keep him on track. Like
No, you don't keep me out. What are you talking about?
when we have been together for
you're
a
acting
year.
like I'm over there chasing everybody,
Oh,
like chasing
no,
girls
no,
into
no.
the girls' locker
What?
room.
No. But like as far as like having like no one like disrespect him when he did, you know, when he was still married, like I wouldn't want, you know, people to be like, oh, that's what was going on, because that's what was said when he was still, you know, like married. And I was like, oh no, I don't want his wife to ever think like that. Like I am not one to do that either, obviously, because it's been done to me. So I don't, and I understand, because it's like I'm over there thinking like I have a guy best friend, and people don't realize like it's truly like a best friend. Like
It's just because the dynamic. It's just hard. I know you.
Yeah.
It's a
understand.
very
It's
rare
like-
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be more.
Most guys don't have that filter, as you're saying.
Yeah.
Most guys like, I'll just play my
You
part.
would, you would literally have to like cherish the actual friendship more than the
Yeah.
attraction.
Yeah, I
Like,
think that's one thing. Like we're both we're people. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm in sales. She's in sales, and you have to actually like. I don't know. I like having that friendship
I guess.
where like I could come and, hey, Liz. Like I don't have no one that I could talk to really. Well, I got my older sister, but like a friend that I could be like, yeah, guess what? I went out and met this girl, and this happened, and you know,
Okay.
and have her give me her
perspective.
through a female. Like I think that's really cool to have that. I think I'm cheating.
Or if like if he ever needed anyone, like if he was, like I said, my divorce, I didn't want to be alone. So I wish I would have had someone like Frank, because then it would have kept me from a lot of the fuckery that I got myself into if I would have had someone to talk to and just been like, oh, can you come and hang out with me? I don't want to be by myself. Because otherwise I was attaching myself to anybody.
Yeah, it was good. I think having so a friend like Liz, because it was like she was fucking psychic. I'm like, look, okay, so I'm dating this girl, but I'm talking to this girl, and she's like, Frank, this is what's gonna happen. This. She told me the whole rundown, right?
You're like, yeah, right.
And I'm like, shut up, Liz. You don't know what you're talking about.
Like he would tell me like
And then
later.
yeah, I'm like, fuck, exactly what you said, Liz.
It was so funny because I was like, okay, because like since I've already been through it, and it was such a dark place that I wouldn't want my friend to go through that. Is he probably like it? Did he do? Of course, when you get divorced, it is a hurtful thing. But if I can like patch it as I go, like I said, I didn't have someone like that to just be there. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna help my friend.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where we are. And then it's not just me, like it's the other girls. It's just a group of friends that it's just, I feel like that it's just so, I've never had it like this. And that's with all the girls.
So that's a
as
rare
well.
dynamic.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what do you think of her dating and messing around with the younger dudes? She wasting her time?
I
or-
think she's wasting her time, because me as a friend, knowing her and knowing where her heart is, like she's ready to have a relationship. Maybe it's just she's from the past has not really
Let
come
go
to
of the
terms
trauma.
with let go of all that. Doesn't want to, but from the way she is, I think she would be happy having a partner to share with her stuff, and the whole I think the whole thing of her thinking that if she gets with someone, that if they go down and she's got to like she's gonna have to be a mother to someone like that, just shows me that she's still operating from her past, and that we all do that, I do that 100%. I got to catch myself, and I go back to my girl and I'll be like, listen, what I said, that was stupid, and I think
But you
that's-
take accountability with you.
Yeah, I do. I really
that's
do,
what's up, though, 'cause-
because I want her to take
Yeah, but
accountability.
most guys won't.
Yeah.
I believe that taking accountability establishes a lot of respect in your relationship too, because the person respects that you're going to come back with the honesty, and you you take like pretty much full control of your actions. So
Yeah.
Yeah, just being able to say you were wrong.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wrong. Just said it, I was thinking this way, and actually I thought about it, and you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. You know, and I think that does buy you a lot of legitimacy when you're talking about other stuff. Like my girl, when I start talking about getting deep into what it is and this and that, she really sits there and listens.
okay. For you guys, who takes credit for the person you are today? The people that put you through this shit, or you pushing yourself to create the new person that you are right now? Who gets the credit?
Oh, damn.
I would say me.
I was
You
going to
get yourself
say
a
me, myself. I was going to say I got out of this shit. Like,
But would you say that the trauma and all the problems that you guys went through before, did that person then help you recognize it, or you recognized it yourself? They brought it out.
Like if that
You know
fuel
what?
wasn't there to start the
Yeah.
fire, do you think you would have?
I grew up in a very dysfunctional home. You know, divorced parents, a lot of verbal and physical abuse witnessed as a kid. So it's not. It wasn't. It was just another something in life I had to push through. You know, to get to where I'm at. You know, so yeah, definitely not giving up and just throwing your hands up. It's, yeah, man, it's tough. It's hard. It's a lot of lonely nights. A lot of But yeah, no, I would say myself for just keeping the faith and just pushing through it and knowing everything's gonna be better the next day.
you know, I think I would change it because I think I understand. It's like if I didn't go through all of what I went through, I wouldn't be this person. So yeah, so I would say I wouldn't change my life. Now, I had on the outside it looked like I had it made with a silver spoon. You know, I had both parents, you know, things like that. It wasn't that bad in that sense. I just had situations that I shouldn't have been here that it's like, how did I even get out of that? Not just one. I've had it since I was like 8. There was things that just happened. So it's like, dang, like if those things didn't take me out, then it's like I'm supposed to be here, and that I had to go through these things. So I take them as like a lesson, and I just think back of like, what did I learn from that? Like, oh, you know, like just being aware, like my surroundings. Like I almost got kidnapped when I was younger, you know, things like that, you know. So it's just crazy because you think like, how did I get away from that? Like he could have just grabbed me, things like that. So, but I take it as a lesson. Like, yes, be aware of your surroundings. You can, you know, just things like that when I was younger. So I wouldn't change anything as much as everything that I went through. I would absolutely just go that if it's going to get me to where I'm at right now. So I would say that, yeah.
Can you guys share advice for the person that's coming through same shoes, same situation, same road that you guys went down? How to let your guard down for the new person? Like as of obviously you found your new person, you're still looking for you.
You know what? I think it's constant giving a little bit, and giving a little bit more, and giving a little bit more. I think it's not a good idea when you come out of a situation just to be like, give it all. You know what I mean? Just,
okay.
I think
Totally drop the wall.
Yeah, totally drop the wall, and then because you know maybe get devastated again. But I say you know you give a little trust, you get a little bit back. You give a little bit more, you get a little bit back, and stuff like that. You know? So you know, like one thing is like I don't go through like my girl's phone. She don't go through my phone. And I got a business. So I got 2 phones.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just jokingly always called my work phone my trap phone.
I have 2 phones too.
So you know, I think it's like okay, she trusts me. She's not over here asking me, well, who's texting you or who's you know who's the they go bing. And she's not over there asking me, so her thing goes off. I don't ask her either. You know, I think it's give a little bit. You know, we never decided like we're gonna share our locations indefinitely. It was more like, hey, call me when you get home. I want to make sure you got home safe. So I'll send my location. Here you go. You know, and then she started doing it, and then now we just do it.
I guess it builds the trust.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I haven't gotten to the location yet. Like by the time I was divorced, we didn't get to that point. So I haven't dated someone that's like.
Have you just been having fun this whole time? Like, have you actually dated anybody? Like, dated like for some months?
It don't seem like.
Oh, you had to, you had to dance and
Uh-oh.
the dancer.
Uh-oh.
Which answer? Wait,
She said, which one? Goddamn. Shit.
The videos.
Stop it, Frank.
Nope. It's out there now.
No,
Surprise,
he's talking,
motherfucker.
he's talking about Frank. So no,
You're
he's
supposed to
talking.
mention
No,
that.
no, it's okay. He's talking about the situation that I was in, the one that was a fuckery.
Oh.
So
7-year-old was dancing.
no, this is the one. This
Yeah.
is the one. This is the one that I haven't been with him about it like a year and a half, but you know, like when you always like be nosy.
Maybe checking out his social media or something.
And God damn it, Frank and I went to.
He can dance.
And apparently, you know, since I'm getting into this bodybuilding thing, and you know how like you have to pose, I don't know if he was posing. Frank.
No, he was coming out and doing the ballerina stuff.
Oh,
Dude, these videos, I'm like, damn, well, he could move at least. You know?
whoa.
And he's like, no, Liz, no more, not him.
He was dancing a little too good.
Like, no,
A little,
I was
little
like,
too much pep in
it
his
was
step.
so embarrassing. You know when you get to a stage where you're like,
Like, if it ain't
How
break dancing,
the
you shouldn't
hell?
be dancing like that, and you shouldn't look
it's
that
like,
good.
how
What the fuck
the
going
hell
on?
did you end up dating someone like that? You know, like you
Yeah.
get to that point, you're like, fuck. And then my friend told me, she goes, Nash, the one that was here last time, she goes, I think we had COVID and our like symptoms were like we couldn't see because she had some fuckers. And I think so. I think that was my symptoms. I lost sight of shit because I kind of was like, what in the, like, I think I'm kind of pretty, like you know, like I'm like, what in the world?
He
But
thought
I'm
he
like,
was prettier.
That's what it is. Sometimes it works like that.
So now I did, yeah, I showed this one. This is a hot mess of fucking Frank.
I was rolling.
All right, Frank. So, if you could share real quick, being an older dude, getting with a younger girl. I mean, I have friends. It's the same thing. My friends married to younger girls. How would you describe dating that younger woman? And obviously, you're here. She's here. A lot of times, I know a lot of people like to use the word that like, oh, he's mature. That's why I'm with him. Like, I'm pretty sure you get the younger guys tell you, oh, don't worry, I'm more mature for my age. I can deal with you. Blah blah blah.
Oh yes, I get.
Yeah.
I can
I get-
handle
yeah,
you.
just-
One didn't make it 2 hours.
You can go on the Instagram page and find dancing.
But just knowing that you guys are in different spots, being that like you're in your 40s, she's in her 30s, there's things that you guys think is fun that might be different. Like, do you still allow her to have her fun with her friends because she's in a different age group, or do you kind of
Or do you
persuade
go together
her
or-
like, yeah, do you do everything together?
Well, luckily, her best friends are all dating now. So we go on group. No, but, you know, like I said, I think, you know, you got to look at it. Okay, so when you're trying to control somebody, it's all about, you know, what I learned from, like I said, going to therapy, I think is okay, so you can't tell somebody what to do. You don't want someone you're going to be controlling all the time. You need to tell someone, well, these are my boundaries, you know what I mean? And this is what I feel comfortable. And if they want to be part of your circle and be part of your boundaries, but also you have to respect theirs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you can't be, well, you need to share your location all the time with me.
Yeah.
She wants to share it, she's going to share it. She don't, she
But
don't.
being an older guy dating young, like, would you recommend for guys to let their girls go out?
It all depends, man. It all depends. Look at the friends, you know. Look at the friends,
Give me an example. Give me an example of a red flag friend. Like,
You know, red flag friend would be that one that's single, that's always dating a new guy. The one that always is wanting to be the first one to come on, let's do shots, bitches. That one, yeah, look out for that friend. You know, that one, it'll be the one to be like, you don't have to know. You know, he won't find out. You know, she's single for a reason. You know? So, and there's some very hot ones out there, and then you gotta look out for that. You know, I think you can't just say like all friends. I think, you know, if you know the friend, you know the history, they've been friends since maybe they were in junior high, and they're gonna want to go out for, you know, I wouldn't like that they go to a nightclub or something like that. You know,
dinner is like, okay.
Lounges, you know, sports bar, karaoke bar, stuff like that. You know, it's cool. But at the end of the day, you know, a club. What do people go to clubs for? You know what I mean? It's what it is.
Okay.
Twerking, a lot of ass in the air. A lot of ass in the air. You know.
Like that old saying, if you keep hanging out at a barbershop, you're going to get a haircut.
Yep.
This is what I had to do.
It
Now
eventually
you
happens.
understand?
You're going to eventually get a haircut.
Oh my Jesus! I cannot.
You ain't lying.
I haven't been to the club in a minute.
So
So
I need you guys to share a story. I don't know if you want to talk about your guy, Walker, the wheelchair, whatever he was using.
whoo.
The 70-year-old.
Oh. No, I just think it was
Or
crazy.
crazy leg. Which one?
But I just need since you've been
Okay,
here.
so since I've been here,
Or was he voguing?
I've had nothing but it's like extreme DMs of let's chill. I want to.
Netflix and chill type
Yeah,
shit?
and
No, but we need a story of like, I'm gonna try him out.
Okay,
I'm open
okay,
to
I
it.
did. Okay, so I did. So there was a 33-year-old. I was like, okay, it is what it is. We're just gonna go this route, like let's go. It was like, oh hi, how
Was
are
it
you?
through Instagram or app?
Yes, damn Instagram.
Okay.
Damn
Alright.
Instagram. Shit. So we were talking, but it was like barely like 2 bubbles in, and then it was like, I would love to do things to your kitty cat.
Damn.
And I was
Just
like,
Who in?
Like
like
hi.
just full in, and I was
You said
like,
hi, he said hi, then you said, hey,
and
I
then
want to go.
I think because like they seen the stories, so when they check the stories, like you get random people and you like just say like hey, and then I said, sir, what the fuck? I go,
Maybe he was a gynecologist.
maybe I needed a visit. I have no idea, but I was just not prepared for that so soon. You know what I mean? I didn't even get a chance to say like, hey, like nothing, like nothing. So I,
surprise, motherfucker.
yeah. So I kind of just respectfully said like, like, sir, like, is this all we're gonna talk about, or are we gonna like have a conversation? Because then I'm probably not the one for you, like. And so then he blocked me. So
What?
I can't talk about your kitty? Oh, fuck you.
Okay. All right. Damn. Just curve that one and shit.
So I was like, okay, well, you're the one that went in my DMs, you know what I mean? And that's the one that was like, I like older women, and I, listening to like that first line, and I was just thinking to myself, when they say that, they set themselves up to fail, because I tell them, I'm like, all right, and they last, like he lasted what, 2 hours? 2 hours. He didn't even make it. I mean, if he would have just waited a day, he might have had the kitty cat, but it didn't,
Just one day.
Well, right now, I'm just at the fuck rate. What do you mean? You created this.
She belongs to the streets.
I was doing so good, right? Not in my
Be
fuck
quiet. I
rate.
took you to church.
He did take me to church. He did
And it
take
didn't
me to
help,
church.
did it?
Well,
I took her for Easter.
I did go to church. He was the first one to take me to church. And that's why I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to be in my fuckery phase. I'm in my healing phase. Then he comes and starts talking about his fuckery phase. And then I get excited for him, like, oh,
right.
he looks so happy.
She was in the church hearing them all
And then he's like,
preaching everything. And he was like,
and then I'm like, I want to go to this strip club, huh? I was like, I want to go. We all wanted to go. We're like, we want to be in, this fuckery mood with him. And then he tells me, like, he started seeing someone. Then he left me hanging. So then I was like, now I got to be on my own out there in the fuckery world. And this is where I ended up at. 33-year-old telling me he's going to want my kitty cat in, 2 seconds.
all right, so share your story about getting back in the game and finding out these women are just different than obviously you being married for so long.
Yeah, you know what?
The game has changed.
The game has changed. But I still think if like one thing I never did, like pick up lines and corny shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it hasn't changed where the way you carry yourself as a man, and you women pick up on that, where it's not. I'm not saying like be cocky and be like just the confidence of when you approach a woman and you talk to her with confidence and the way you carry yourself and the way you are. I think there's not a lot of that today, so I think it's refreshing when you sit down. That's what in my case, that's what I was finding. It was just maybe I don't know, guys talk about other stuff, but just not coming with the hey, you looking good today, all that bullshit. But just coming out and actually like having a conversation like that worked miracles for me.
Okay. Do you feel like I mean, have you came across like in any like women in their 40s that like you be like interested in, or do you for yourself prefer like a younger chick?
Yeah,
I'm not saying that women in the 40s are all tore up and all.
I was gonna say
respectfully.
I'll be honest. I never went like after a certain age group. You know, you know, I went to Vegas. I met a girl. She was like 40 something, but you know, she
Didn't look it.
didn't look it at all.
Okay.
So no, I didn't put. But I think that's what I was attracting. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Younger girls.
and I think just because he came off of a divorce, you kind of want to just have that like fun. It's just what it is. I mean, and that's on both sides. Just to have, I think it feels good too, like that we are older, and it's like, oh, you know, we can keep up with these young ones. I'm a little bit more energized than a lot of the 20-year-olds. Let's just say I was just apparently I have way too much energy.
Being older though, and having the women when they come at you, have you yet came across a girl since she was a little bit younger, like she kind of was expecting you to be like on some sugar daddy shit?
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah, for sure.
All the strippers.
I think I tend to find out that since maybe even before we did the podcast, but even more now, that like the women that you see that are like they like are attractive and everything, and they seem like they're put together, they have like a wild side that's like, I'll be like
Crazy.
You'd be like, dang, like why the real pretty ones are like
Man.
for the streets like very very badly, like it's like wow. Like,
Yeah, no, I definitely got blown away with some.
We've heard some crazy ass stories. When was you like,
Yeah, I got blown away with these new young ones that I think like they grew up on Pornhub and shit like
it's
that.
in their hand? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and they're like,
Back in our day, we're looking at squiggly lines, hoping the nipple pop through. Like, oh shit.
and then it's like I feel like they were trying to like act out what they saw
okay.
on the Pornhub. I was like, all right, do you think?
I mean, I did learn a lot from the young one, the one that dances. Apparently,
yeah.
I did learn a lot
Really?
in that sense from him.
So would you
recommend?
would you recommend younger women?
I
Younger
think-
men for women.
I say if you have the energy, go. I mean, I don't mind in the 30s. I just can't do the 27. You know, like I mean, I'm cutting it off at 31. But yeah, I say yes. I think because it keeps your soul young, like, and then you go like you live longer. I do think that I have such a young soul that's why I attract.
What is your age group of friends that you guys, or your circle that you guys are hanging around?
We are the oldest ones for
Yeah,
sure.
we are the oldest ones.
And then I think Brittany is probably right
She
under.
just had her birthday not too long ago.
Yeah, so she's right under. So I think because she has
30-something.
her son graduated from high school, so she's pretty much
30s.
right, like late 30s.
mid 30s, late 30s.
And then Jackie's your girlfriend's age, so 31.
31.
And then I think Renee too. She's in her mid 30s. So we're the oldest one. So I mean that's why I think that it does come with the 30-year-olds. And I feel like that's okay. At least like in the mid 30s, like the 27-year-old. I mean, I'm sure I could do some wonders to him and show him some stuff. I'm just saying. I don't want to show him some stuff and then him call me again. It's like, don't call me if I show you something. Leave me alone. I already showed you.
That's when you get the burner phone. One and done.
Has your girlfriend met her? Or?
No, she's never met her, but she's seen pictures of us at the gym. And,
Well, because he's been on my social media, like an Instagram whore, like in the beginning. Like
Were you on social media when you were married, or not until after?
well, towards the end, I just got off of it because it was just issues, so I got completely off of it. I only have TikTok and Facebook for like my family, but I don't know. I think I think stuff like Instagram, Snapchat, all that definitely makes a relationship a lot harder, 100%, because you got people from your past, that they're to me anyways, they're your past for a reason, right?
Sure.
And then you got people, maybe a little high school sweetheart or something reaching out, hey, what's up? And
that corny ass, like, always had a crush on you, girl.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I think
I cannot stand that shit.
Whatever.
I would, myself, I would say if you're in a like serious relationship that might lead to marriage or something, cut all the fucking
All the social media?
all the social media off. Cut it off 100%. You don't need it. You got email your family.
Oh, you got text messages, man.
Text
That's all
message,
about
yeah.
Get go. Anyway.
So I would definitely recommend, just because it's just the temptation is there too.
Yeah.
Both ways. The temptation is both ways.
Freshly being new, like when you were starting to date, were the women trying to give you their social media instead of giving you the phone number?
Yeah. There's like, I'll give you my Instagram. I'm like, I don't got an Instagram.
Tell him.
I realized that my phone number was going to be
I'm like,
more
give me your
precious.
pager number.
Like, what? What's that?
And when,
Frank, does your girlfriend know what a pager is?
Maybe.
and do you give out your social media more than anything?
Well, since I'm on social media, so I think it's different because it's
Please
unfortunate.
describe what's so private about your phone number. We try to ask the girls that all the time when they're
What's
here.
so private about our phone numbers?
Describe what's the difference between giving you my phone number and my social media. They all come to the same device.
Yeah. And
What's the difference?
You could block each one too.
Yeah. What's the difference?
I think society turned it into that way because I was always giving out my number at first, and then it was, oh, I have Instagram. Oh, I don't give out my number. I give out my Instagram. So it forced me to then start using like my Instagram, and then it seemed like my phone number became sacred. So it was like, if you got the phone number, then you really like that guy bamboozled my ass. He got the fucking phone number.
I got an opinion on that. I think, just like men, we got that side of us that like feeling macho. I think women like feeling attractive and attracted. And I think
it gives like a little chase or something?
I think like just to see that they got another follower.
Yeah.
They got someone else. Another.
Well, I always tell the girls that.
Like,
I always tell the girls that's a plus.
Now I got.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a.
Regardless if I talk to him or not, I got a follower.
Yeah, I got a follower. Yeah,
That's how I agree.
Yeah.
We tell the girls that all the time when they're here on the podcast.
Yeah, I
So
think they.
it's a win-win for them. It's like I'll let you in. If I'm not interested, I gain the follower. Like at the end of the day, like,
Yeah,
That's
but
why
I mean,
if I ask and they try to give me their social media, the conversation's done.
Yeah, I kind of have more respect when people do are like, oh, can I have your phone number? And actually put me in as a contact. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'll be like, oh, okay, then I know you're either meaning business or you really want to connect with me at some way. Because I mean, hell, our Instagram's not even our names. It's a goddamn cannabis
basically.
social butterfly. And
And
I think that's all you know them as. And trust us, we have names for people at the gym because we don't know their names. I mean, that's
so,
just
we do the same shit.
yeah, and it's unfortunate because it turned into that way. But I know how people are like, oh, I think we should cut off social media. It sucks because it is there. It is not going anywhere. So you're eventually going to have
That's
to
true
use
too,
it.
yeah.
And it sucks because it's like, I don't do my social media to gain the followers. I do these for my memories, for my family, because this is my photo book, unfortunately, because we don't no longer have photo books.
Yeah.
So I try to stress people, don't worry about a number. Don't define yourself as a number. And that's on anything. Followers, your weight, you know what I mean? Just like how old you are. Just do not define yourself by a number and just let it be, because at the end of the day, we're just getting more social medias. And it's like right now I'm on 6 different platforms and I started with 2.
It's a drug now.
It is, unfortunately. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
Does your girlfriend have social media? Or?
No, she just has Facebook, and that was the thing. Like, I didn't ask for her to like add me. She just automatically added me.
Oh.
And then, but it was a thing that, if I'm being 100% honest, like, I think that it was a thing for her, like any other female, like to have the number of followers, I think, because I went in there, I'm like, hey, there's some suspect guys. Because I know your type of guy. Like, I scrolled past the fact guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. This
We're
guy
safe
got-
right here. We're safe
Like,
right
this
here.
dude right here got a clean lineup right here.
A guy can spot it though. You know what I'm saying?
And I know I'm your type of
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
That guy kind of looks like
Yeah,
Wayne.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to delete that.
I get you. On that.
So it was funny because she put it all together because I had like 7 or 8 strippers. She's like, this girl is a friend of that girl, and those 3 girls all are strippers.
Damn.
So that means she's the stripper. These are all strippers that you have as friends. I mean, so what? She's like, I want you to get rid of him. All right, cool.
All right, so I mean, since I don't really count Facebook either, but
Facebook is for old people. We're not there yet.
Since it's like a little bit, I guess it is like a little bit of social media. Do you guys mind, or would you mind if you're dating a guy that they like other people's pictures?
Yeah, that shit doesn't bother me. I don't understand. Like, it doesn't. I figure if you're gonna waste your time to date somebody, like at this point, I feel like at this point in life, that is the least of the motherfucking problems. Hurting. I mean, god damn it. I that shit just doesn't
To me,
bother
it's different. I think if you like
What type of photo?
I think, you know, if it's like, for instance, if it's like a content creator or something, and like, let's say
Like a known person.
Yeah.
a known
Like a
person,
celebrity or something.
celebrity, or even, you know, a BC list celebrity, someone that, you know, versus it's one of
Some random person.
Co-worker.
or something like that. He's posing with the shirt off and puts a like, you know, then I think both ways, guy and girl, I think that's not right. But if it's like, you know, if it's like my girl likes Maluma, you know, and she thinks he's the hottest guy, and he is a hot dude. If he was to come up and have a picture with no shirt on, and she likes it, I wouldn't trip. I wouldn't bother.
I guess.
See, and I don't care
You don't
because
care?
I feel like if
Your
you're
guy
gonna,
can go through and just like shit bikini pictures.
because
like,
okay,
whatever.
for instance, because I have so many followers, I wake up in the morning sometimes and I turn on, or like I open up Instagram and I have my friends twerking in my face, like, and I'll heart it because it's like they're my friends. Like, I have right now.
So you're
many,
doing it for the support.
yeah,
I
like
just
these are
want
my friends.
family.
If I have you on my social media, that means I'm going to sit there and like it, or I'm going to share it. And if you have your friends that you're going to support, I mean, you're going to come across the opposite sex no matter what in life. It doesn't matter if it's on a camera. It doesn't matter if it's in person. If they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. And if they're going to cheat at this age, then get the hell out at this point. Like, go heart something else at that point. Like, just don't waste my time. I'm letting you sit here. I mean, if it's an all day thing and you're not working, you're not like, you know what I mean? Like, if we're just sitting chilling and like he's over there, you know, on one side of the couch, or like I'm on and we're over there talking about like the fuckery, like, oh, did you see Drake Schlong? You know, like things like that. Like,
You and grandma?
yeah, me and grandma, you know, like it's not going to bother me if, you know, they'll be like, there was a girl, Frank, at 4 a.m. that was twerking on Instagram with no underwear. Do you know how many times I watched that? I think I supported a lot of the views because I was so confused because I was like, I had to like make sure that she didn't have anything under, you know, like I was like, is she really like this in my face? Like, and I'm over there like, I don't see a string. I see things like this. I'm like, what the? I went to the comments after I watched it for about 15 minutes because I was like, and it's crazy because they left it up there for a while because they make money off that.
It's crazy.
And then they let it run for a minute. So, but I mean, yes, I'm like, I watched the shit more than I think the average person because I was confused going, am I seeing that? And it's like, and if my boyfriend saw it at 4 in the morning.
But I think that would be different than you looking at a guy in a G-string with his schlong hanging out and going like
Or
that.
the gray sweatpants walking
Yeah,
around.
the gray, and he's doing one of these hip thrusts.
So I should not do that on TikTok?
Well, if he's got a boyfriend.
I just, like, I don't know. I can sit there and, like I said, if it's not a constant thing where it's going to, like, overtake his life, like, where he's sitting there all day, like, literally on social media or, like, gaming and is consume, then, yeah, then there's the problem, obviously. But it's like, if you're just sitting there chilling or whatever, because at the end of the day, it's in our face. It is in our face, whether it's in our face on social media or it's in our face in person. It's how you're going to handle the situation. And if he's literally going to want to cheat on you, then there's no reason for you to stay with me any longer. Keep it moving.
Okay. See that?
Makes sense.
And lastly, we'll do 10 years
Dang.
ago. You can give yourself advice from 10 years ago. What do you say to yourself?
Oh, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
You are where you are right now.
Buy some Bitcoin.
Real shit.
So 10 years ago, what was it?
10 years ago, like, you can give yourself advice. What are you telling yourself?
Take all the bullshit. Buy some Bitcoin.
10 years ago. So I was okay. So I was.
She's counting.
Yeah, I was in San Diego. We were going through fuckery then too. So I would just say, if I can go back in that moment that other situation happened in San Diego, I would just say it is going to be worth it after this journey that you're about to go.
All this trauma, all the time.
All of this is going to be worth
crying or not,
it. You just have 10 more years. you just have 10 more years and just I promise you will get out on the other end.
Okay.
But you're going to go through it.
Shoot, what do I give myself advice? Maybe to trust but verify.
Okay.
I like that.
You second guessing yourself a lot, like back then, like just not.
I think it's always sometimes because I'll tell you, I think guys, we tend to get real confidence in ourselves, thinking, "Oh, my girl never cheat on me" or stuff like
Tell
that.
dudes all the time.
And you stop giving attention and stuff like that, and you think because
Just get comfortable.
yeah, and you think because you're in a position, it's like, oh, she might go and cheat with the guy that's on your level. No, it's that bum dude that wears that Jack in the Box, telling her every morning, handing her a cup of coffee. Hey,
The person you would never think like,
Yeah.
that motherfucker?
motherfucker on fries?
ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that about it, bitch? So, no, I would say just don't get too full of yourself, and thinking, that
So don't get too complacent. Like don't
get
be
too complacent.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying don't operate out of
Don't be stagnant.
don't operate out of the fear of not trusting, but also trust but verify.
Okay. Sure, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, end of the show. What do you guys think?
It
Your
was fun.
thoughts?
Did you have fun?
It was fun. Yeah, it was cool. It was chill, man. It was real cool talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, anytime you want.
Yeah,
And
anytime
if
you want. Whatever.
You have anything you want to shout out in your business?
Oh
anything,
yeah,
all that?
so last time
Both
I
you
was
guys.
here, I was still up and running, but now we're official, and he's part of my Divatora and help like support it. But it's a 3-in-1 balm. It's Divatora, so it's like a pain reliever, so an infused
CBD. Type
yeah.
thing.
And then we have the hair care enhancer as well. So for I like to help the cancer patients. So when they use radiation and stuff like that, so we'll be able to rejuvenate their scalp for their hair to grow back. But this one's popular right now. We have some big pop-ups coming up that I just got. So that's a secret though. Right
Yeah,
now.
no, I want to say, so not just because she's my friend, but I invested in her.
Okay.
I help her start, a little bit,
Okay.
a little bit of money too. But I did it because I really do believe in this product. It was because we started. I always had back issues. And when we would be working out, she would give me some, and it works. Then I took it to my mechanic, and he has knee issues because he's
Trust
been a
me, all my
mechanic.
kinds of joints.
Yeah, his joints and all that. And he's like, dude, this shit is good. Like, so I wouldn't, definitely being a businessman, I would not invest in something just because she's my friend.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, that,
You believe in.
I believe in that. So yeah.
That's what's up. And
Yes, I thank him a lot for that because it's like hard to invest. Like we were talking about this, getting advice because I'm new at the CEO side. So, and he's a businessman, so I like to pick his brain on that aspect. So a lot of people know me as like Liddy McTitty and like out there and very like tontaness. And so getting to like the tricks and trades and just tweak little things here to get it out there is like I'm grateful because he is on that side and I can pick his brain on that aspect. So for him to invest in me knowing how I am, but it's nice because he invested in the knowledge I have behind my product. So not just I didn't just slap my name on something. It's like I literally live organically on the plant medicine, all whole 100%.
I just had to let you know too. I always have to remind the ladies when they come through. I think a lot of girls, they always feel like since they've been a guest, like we've had like over like 200 girls been on the show. They always be like, man, how come nobody like you guys don't follow back? So when we first started, I used to follow every single guest that used to come out here.
Yeah.
But then we started getting other dudes that were DMing us like, hey, I heard this girl's on your show. When's the show gonna come out? Can I get one of the videos and stuff like that? So I was just
We've
like,
had their stalkers hit us up,
we're
like,
starting to
trying
hit
to get their
us
shit.
up.
Like,
So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just not follow none of the girls that ever come on here because we started getting weirdo. We were getting the weirdo DMs, and I had to let the girls know, like, hey, had a screenshot. Do you know this dude? Because this dude's asking for your info and shit. And she's like, oh shit, I went to school with that dude. How do you find you? And I'm like, I don't know. I think we follow you, blah blah. So I was like, I don't want women to ever feel like offended like that. Like, and we have a lot of entrepreneurs that come through here. I will always endorse your stuff. Like, just if you ever want me to promote it, if you put it up on your story and you want me to send a comment, send it to me. I'll put it up. I know we only got like 20K, but like it helps. It all helps.
Yeah. No,
Like,
anything helps right now. I'm literally like a hustler, huh? Like,
yeah, for sure. If there's ever anything like added to the oil like that, just DM it to me. I'll post it.
okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
For sure.
Cool.
Well, you guys follow back businesses then?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, I'll follow you with my business.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
sure.
And
Thank
like I
you
said, if
very
you guys
much.
ever want to come back on, just hit us up. Let us know. You want to
Thank
promote something?
you.
Hit us up.
We always here for stories.
Cool.
For sure.
We'll see what we see what we get ourselves into in 6 months.
All right, BBC, we out.
Yeah.